In this lesson, we're going to be looking at the concept of prop drilling in React applications. We're going to see how props can be hard to manage sometimes in your React components, and in subsequent lessons, we're going to look at solutions for solving prop drilling. So I have this application here. Again, the link for this is going to be in the video description if you want to check out the code. So here I have my app.jsx, and here I have this layout component, and in this layout component, I put all of this here. So this div with this main, with this h1, my wonderful homepage, this p, this image. Now if we go to this layout component here, I have this div, and then I have this header, and I have this children. If you remember, the children prop is basically what you have between the opening and the closing layout component. So everything here is the children of this layout, and we can access this children prop and render it here. So if I should comment this children now, you see that all we have is the header. We do not have the children that we used in the layout. So here I can render the children, and here we have a header component. Now if I open the header component, here we have some links. We have home link, about link, and contact link. And here in the header, we have the header tag, and then we have the nav tag, we have a UL, and here we loop through all of the links, and in every loop we render an li with an anchor tag, and the anchor tag has the href as the links part. And then down here we have another li where we render dashboard link, and dashboard link is also a component. Now let's go to dashboard link. This component expects one prop, and that prop is logged in, and when is logged in is true, this component would render an anchor tag with a link to dashboard. But if the is logged in is false, then we're going to render an anchor tag with the href going to sign in. From app.jsx we have layout, in layout we have header, in header we have all of this including dashboard link, and then we have dashboard link. Well, let's see the concept of prop drilling here. So this dashboard link receives this is login prop, but then is logged in is coming from app.jsx. Let's say here in app.jsx you make an API call, checks the server, cookies, if the user is logged in or is not logged in, but this is where you get the is logged in. If you change this is logged in to false, you see here from dashboard it changes to sign in. If you change it to true, you see here it goes back to dashboard. Of course, we would not be changing this ourselves, we'll be making some API calls. But the problem here is that dashboard link needs the is login state, but to get that state from app.jsx we had to pass it to layout. So here we pass the is logged in prop to layout, and in layout we receive the is login prop, and then we pass it to the header, and then if you come to the header we receive again the is logged in prop, and then we pass it to the dashboard link, and this is prop drilling. So we had to drill the props from here to layout to header to dashboard link. Now you're probably thinking, why don't I just take the is logged in from here and put it directly here? Well, in some cases that might be the best solution to avoid prop drilling, because if we take this from here and we put it here, then we don't need to pass it all across, we can just use it here. But in some other cases that might not be a solution, because other components might also want to use that is login prop. Then you cannot put the is logged in directly here. The is logged in has to come from a global or from a central point. So putting the is logged in state here, you can easily feed it to other components, and this is where you now need to use different techniques in React to be able to say I want the is logged in state declared here, but instead of having to pass the prop from here to here to here to here, you can easily tell this component get this data from the central point. So because this dashboard link needs this is logged in prop, we had to pass it from here to here to here to here. Even though the layout component doesn't need the is logged in prop for itself, it still had to receive that prop so it can pass it to the header. And if you go to the header, we're not using the is logged in for any other thing here apart from just the dashboard link. So because the dashboard link needs that prop, the header also had to receive the prop so it could pass it to the dashboard link. So a solution to prop drilling would be, how can we pass this is logged in from app.jsx to dashboard link without having to pass it to other components that do not even need the prop? And in the upcoming lessons, we'll be learning about the context API and how the context API can help us avoid situations like prop drilling. In this lesson, I just wanted you to understand that concept so that in the subsequent lessons, I can show you how to solve that problem.